Here are the horoscopes for the week of the 30th of September to the 6th of October 2013. We begin the week with Mercury recently gone into Scorpio, so we start to feel the effects of this phase. As we said in last week's video, Mercury is the inquisitor, the investigator, the forensic detective. And with Scorpio being our subconscious, shadow and inner realms, this is very much us becoming our own psychologist, us going and investigating our own dark places. So we're beginning to feel the effect of that through this week. But the story doesn't end there, because Mercury on the 21st of October will turn retrograde. And any time that we get a Mercury retrograde, it's like having the hemispheres of our brain swapped over. So all of a sudden, out with the rational, the logical, what makes sense, the physical plane, and in with the intuitive, the mystical, the realms outside of our senses. So although some logical people can get annoyed that things aren't making sense or going to plan, it's actually a great time for the more intuitive and the more mystical amongst us to go and explore and have greater access to those realms. So that's on the 21st or 22nd of October, we get Mercury turning retrograde. So whatever we've experienced between now and then will actually seem to turn, seem to go in a different direction, seem to reveal different aspects of itself. So there's not really much need to plan this month. It's more the case that we need to go inside, have a good dig around, see what's in there, see what parts of our subconscious could do with being brought up to the light for awareness and release. But not really with a plan in mind, because as I say, that retrograde is coming up in a couple of weeks' time. The reason I mention that is that we can often feel the retrogrades in advance. So like I say, when we're trying to push forwards or plan, or we can get frustrated if things aren't going our way. So just know that this week and the next coming weeks, it's a good time to keep a sense of humour handy and keep a loose agenda and let things shift and form in their own way, because often some very magical and much bigger aspects can happen than our smaller control plans would normally allow us. So that's Mercury in Scorpio. It's a fairly quiet week apart from that, so we've got a lot of chance to go in and really explore the deep realms after the equinox. As the nights get longer, we've got that darkness coming in, and it's a really good opportunity for us to go and do a good investigation of those realms. As we build towards the end of the week, we have the Sun opposite Uranus. And the Sun opposite Uranus can be a really strong pair. Uranus is our visionary. So I would say by Friday, have a look more on a global society or any larger level. What's good for the group? What's good for all of us? What does it all mean? Because we'll have spent the beginning of the week investigating ourselves, but by Friday it's a really good opportunity to put your genius mind to a vision and to shine light on that vision, to hold that vision of a brighter future, of the age of Aquarius, if you like, because Uranus rules Aquarius. So we may get some visions and some hope and some rebelliousness and some eccentricity and all of that wonderful energy that we get with Uranus as the Sun opposite shines its full light onto that planet. The main news this week, though, is the new moon, obviously, which is on Saturday, and that's a new moon in Libra. So we've spoken a lot about Libra in the About Libra video, and I have done a separate video on the Libra new moon. But to sum it up, it's a 2-week window that opens up when the Sun and the Moon are together in the same sign. That's what a new moon is. It opens up a 2-week window. This is perfect time to start things. This is an initiation and a beginning and an intention setting phase of any month, but with it being in the sign of Libra, we're looking at balance. So we've gone through the equinox, we've balanced night and day, light and dark, inner and outer, higher and lower, masculine and feminine, and now it's time to celebrate that balance, Dancing is a major aspect of the Libra, and it's all to do with the balance in the body and the extension of the body and the grace and the flow of Venus through the air sign. We also have poetry and music, because again that's the tonal beauty flowing through air. So think of beauty through air as Venus rules Libra, and this might be a great Saturday night to actually express your grace and your beauty and your balance and celebrate those aspects of life. So that's it for this week, and I'll see you next week.